Hey guys, we're back. This is part two. Um, we are back, and we donated chips to the person we didn't want to donate to. And yeah, could be folding the king jack suited. It just looks so pretty, right? But you know, if we follow through and think about it and really think about it, I mean, Paige knows that we have a stack, and I think Paige knows that we're kind of a thinking player. So it wouldn't be too far-fetched to think that Paige's hand shoving range is pretty narrow, pretty polarized. So in that regard, that's a clear fold. So here B Wolf finally opens, as far as I know, and looks like Smoke Dog. Looks like Smoke Dog is just trying to get hands to play with. So we'll go ahead and walk this one. Doesn't really play well post flop, obviously. I'm hoping for a fold pre-flop if I open it, but yeah. So it looks like Smoke Dog completes, and then he limp shoves, which is super strong. We're looking at pairs or ace, queen, ace, jack, maybe ace 10. But that was interesting to note that he did that. But we're gonna open again, and let's just see what happens with Paige. Paige goes crazy. I really don't think Paige will go crazy because Paige has a lot of chips, and yeah, so I need to take advantage of that. Same raise size again, and hopefully Shader 30 gets it in. Nope. And B will, if he bets, we can ship. We're gonna make this look really bluffy. We're gonna make it look really bluffy. Like I'm not calling anywhere. I mean, I'm not folding it. I mean, anywhere in that spot, obviously. But you know, I suppose this is an interesting spot. Smoke Dog limps again. So, given the fact that he limp shoved an open blind versus blind, leads me to believe that he might be limping strong. So, we definitely got to take that in consideration. And so this really helps us out a lot, because then we kind of keep the guesswork out of our situation, so we know we can just fold. B-Roll leads out here. I think he's trying to protect the king, or he's betting out for a flush draw, but I think more likely he'll check call a flush draw, but he's betting to protect the king most likely. And I wouldn't be surprised if Smoke Dog has a strong king in this spot. So let's see what happens here. So things gonna look good. I got a good luck kiss from the wife. So let's see what we can do. This is interesting. So after a call on the flop, B-Roll shuts down, which leads me to believe that maybe he has a flush draw, or maybe we're just betting out with air. So it looks like we're just air, and don't know what to think of Smoke Dog's situation here. If he was thinking that, you know, to float, I don't think that's in his range to float, or in his capability at the point in time for him to think that. But maybe he had a flush draw and he called, and when he saw B-Roll shut down the turn, he felt that it was okay to bet out. And yeah, I think that's the correct strategy there. This with Queen 10, I'd like a raise, but given the way it is, and just given the dynamics of everybody else here, yeah, I don't see it being very optimal at that point. It's interesting if you guys are looking at the stats at my HUD here. It's interesting to think, to see that Shatter really has tight stats Smoke Dog is very loose. B Wool is, yeah, loose passive, and Page is kind of tight passive, looks like, and then yours truly is laggish. But I think you kind of have to have laggish stats when you're playing. When you're playing, I'm gonna save this stack, guys. What I'm gonna be doing, I'm saving this stack for a shove, to get more chips that way. Um, don't think I like the open fold and under the gun, open raise fold. So I'm just gonna go ahead and save it for a later position and kind of preserve my chip equity. But yeah, so I was saying, so it looks like Shadow pretty competent. I mean, the short scope doesn't state that, but yeah. Oh well. So we shall see. The blinds are 1K, 2K. That anybody with 20,000 less is short. Nobody's at that mark. Aside from Shatter, he closed, and then I'm next up. But again, if anybody doubles up, you're right in the mix of things. You're pretty much first place. So Page limps here. I like a check. I think next time this happens when Page limps button and people call, I'm gonna jam it. It's just 7K in the pot here. But I was gonna say also, but also Page could have a strong hand. I wouldn't be surprised to see Page have 10-9 here. Actually, not strong hand pre-flop, but strong hand on the flop. Yeah, I think I see 10-9 here always. Yeah, let's see what happens. No, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow. I gotta see this. So we're snapping Page to shove. I mean, it's gonna be all day, every day. That was really interesting. And we're gonna get the jacks in here. We got 2, 4, 5,000 in the mix. And if B1 wants to make a bad call, you can make a bad call. Wow, I'm really surprised. We're gonna get this one in the mix too. Ace 4. Oh, I mean, we have an ace, pretty strong. They had to call with a strong hand. The shove just looks pretty strong, but wow, somebody called the queens. Hopefully we make an ace. That'd be nice. Wow, we do. And wow, we totally suck out there. Lucky man. Nice hand. So we bink an ace. But what I'm trying to say is I don't like to raise fold, especially with getting close and closer to 10 bigs. I like to shove there, especially, it's very unlikely someone has a hand. Given that scenario, you just gotta take it, especially short-handed. So, yeah, that's my thing right there. All right, guys, so I'm gonna open this up here. We're starting to get more and more involved. We can get more and more involved. And this is a great hand. If B-Roll donks here, it depends on how he donks. If he donks pot, he's strong. If he doesn't donk pot, he's not that strong. And let's see, we went back here. And he folds, yeah. The idea now is basically just try to run people over, kinda. Definitely get Page to out of the game. So we got Page jamming, and we got Jack 8-0, so we're gonna fold. But yeah, we definitely run good in a lot of spots today. But that's the nature of the tournament. You have to run good, and you have to play good when you run good. So B-Roll raises here. Like a fold. Debating whether or not to jam there, but I haven't really seen him raise much, and I'm not 100% sure he would fold to a raise, even though for a tournament life. He just did see me recently shove Ace 4-0, and probably thinks I'm kind of spazzy. But you know, I got position on him. I have more chips at the moment, so why not just go ahead and do that. So page opens pretty much for half stack. Interesting. It's a pot. It's a committing stat, a committing raise rather. So that's something to look at. But so Seder 30 finally opens. This is an obvious fold. B-Will calls here, and let's just see what happens. He leaves out. I wouldn't be surprised to see a pair here. And that's just atrocious. I don't know exactly what B-Will was thinking, but that's okay. That just makes everybody stack shorter, which is fine with me. And I'm folding my Ace 5-0. 6-9 page. B-Will opens. I was debating whether not to open button if B-Will fold, but given the dynamic between me and Page, it looks like Page will be shoving. Almost. I would say Page would be shoving a little bit wider. But yeah, that's just my thought process on that. Obviously, I'm raised folding the ace to do so. Page shove, that might be something different. But again, we're not going to be trying to double them up. We'll let this go. Even though the cricket was really weak, I can't afford not to open. I need to, accumulate chips as much as I can. King Jack. B-Will raises 5,000. He's so fishy. I kind of want to flat him. Yeah, let's flat him here. Alright, so let's check, and we're going to shove on him. We're shoving. Alright, we're going to shove here. So many draws. He can be calling with a king or a jack. We have him totally crushed, I think. And it just looks really bluffy when we shove here. We're getting close to the 15-minute mark, so we're going to be stopping in about a minute to get to the next part. Excuse me. I think he has like Queen Jack, maybe. King 10. So he's drawing dead, so that was a good shove by us. It just looked really bluffy when we shoved that. So obviously we're calling Page or any of these guys shoving here. It's automatic. Okay, I guess I'm gonna stop the vid and go to part